observed 86th Nupilan Day with solemnity and respect, honoring the courage and sacrifice of Manipuri women who led the historic Nupilan movements. President Draupadi Murmu leads tribute to women warriors. Former Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren says exec agenda behind BJP High Command summons to Manipur BJP MLAs for a meeting in New Delhi unclear, but discussions on forming popular government likely. CSOs under the banner of Progressive People's Alliance Manipur PPAM urged United Nations to press India to withdraw its reservations on Article 1 of ICCPR and ICESCR, which guarantees right to self-determination. President Draupadi Murmu inaugurates 6 major development projects and lays foundation stones for 5 others in Senapati district. Kuki MLA is conspicuously absent from reception event in Senapati, even as President met Kuki IDPs. Several villages under Samphung block in Kamjong district remain without electricity, contradicting Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 2018 claim that Laisang village in Gangpokpi was the last village to be electrified in India. And Manipur Archer Okram Tokchom Satyabrata, MLAs and senior officials also offered homage to the women warriors. After paying her respects, the President visited Sri Sri Govindaji temple for prayers before leaving Imphal for Senapati. As part of the Nupilan Day observance, Nupilan Ningsing Lamjel Organizing Committee organized Nupilan Memorial Run today, drawing a large number of women participants. Singjamay MLA Yumnam Kemchan flagged off the run from Nupilan Complex. The run concluded at Singjamay Supermarket, where a floral tribute ceremony was held in honor of the brave women of the historic movement. Prizes were also distributed to winners of the run across 3 categories. Speaking on the sidelines, MLA Kemchan expressed satisfactions at the strong participation of women from all ages, stating that the run reinforced the significance of Nupilan in collective memory. He noted that violence and conflict affect every aspect of society, especially children, economy, education and healthcare, and appealed to all communities in Manipur to unite and face challenges together.
Conflict aisi prithvi ki jaga kutimukta conflict aisi thoi somehow conflicts ki marak sida aikoi kamaina nusi chanana hingadage haibase sigi message ama in presenting in maramdi conflict sida soliba economy da angang singi makhal kaya development program da education da health sector da tuan ba apunba Manipur ki community thaga taruk lei se sina pullaga Manipur isi semamani aduna community kutha taruk maksina koi idea of Manipur da Manipur si Amatoida, Kadminasi, Manipuri Kansi, was Hanti, Manipur, Poroxia, Havasi in Apple.
State level 86th Nupilan Memorial Observance was held at the Central Hall of GP Women's College. Addressing the event, Chief Secretary Dr. Punit Kumar Goyal said, Manipuri women have always risen with exceptional courage during every crisis, becoming not only role models but also guardians of the land's traditions and key contributors to the state's progress. He noted that Nupilal was not merely a historical event, but a testament to women's leadership, social strength and unwavering courage. Dr. Goyal expressed pride and gratitude to President Draupadi Murmu for paying homage at the Nupilan Memorial Complex, calling it a moment of great significance for Manipur. He said the president's presence reflects national recognitions of the sacrifices of Manipuri mothers. The Chief Secretary highlighted that the two Nupilan movements emerged from hardship, first against forced labor under colonial rule in 1904 and later against economic injustice with indiscriminate export of rice from the state causing famine in 1939. He said these struggles empowered women and strengthened their role in Manipur's political, cultural and economic life. Officials, staff from various departments and members of the Nupilan Memorial Association attended the program. A Nupilan drama was also presented by Nupilan Memorial Association members as part of the observance.
The women of Manipur rose against injustice and policies that threaten the dignity and welfare of our people. Their courage continues to inspire us. Nupilan was not merely a protest, but a movement of empowerment, reflecting the pivotal role of women in our political, economic and cultural life. The enduring resilience of our IMA market, Asia's largest all-women-led markets, stand as a testament to the strength and leadership of Manipuri women. Manipuri women are leading and inspiring change across every field, carrying forward the legacy of Nupilan. They stand as a role model for younger generations, proving that women today are both guardians of tradition and drivers of progress.
Former Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren says he is unaware of the exact agenda behind the BJP High Command's summons to Manipur BJP MLAs for a meeting in New Delhi, but indicated that discussions on forming a popular government are likely. Speaking on the sidelines of Nupilan Day observance at Nupilan Memorial Complex today, Biren told media that most BJP MLAs from Manipur are expected to attend the December 14 meeting. Reflecting on Nupilan Day, Biren highlighted the historic role of Manipuri women who bravely resisted British rule during the two Nupilan movements. He noted that during a time of famine and hardship, it was the women of Manipur who rose to confront colonial authorities with courage and unity. He also lauded President Draupadi Murmu for paying heartfelt tribute to the brave mothers of Manipur, acknowledging their immense sacrifices and contributions to the state and the nation.
National Party ni asoba party ki leaders sing na honorable MLA sing mayam ada la akanda Manipur ki labor situation ki matang da khanasi haibri na in thajabada government formation ki matang amari soina leina gane na khali adu hujimakte ekhoi da madu ki agenda leitri adu government formation ki matang soina wegene na khali adu ekhoi ayam loina salli mayam nasu ishodu nisi popular ministry mathum
Meanwhile, Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur advisor and AMKIL President El Nganbi urges Manipur MLAs invited to New Delhi to first consult the people and take a firm collective stand before proceeding. She made the remarks on the sidelines of 86 Nupilan Day observance at Lamyanba Sanglen Palace Compound, jointly organized by 15 women's organizations, including AMKIL, Kanglamay Poirei Leimarol, AMAWOVA, Nupi Samaj, Tami Chingmi and Ichal. Speaking further, Nganbi urged state legislators not to respond to the centre's invitation without a clear and collective position, stressing the importance of public consultation given the current situation in Manipur. She also emphasized the historic and ongoing role of women in defending Manipur's interest, stating that women are ready to face any challenge without fear. Civil society leaders and women attended the event.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ MLA ꯀꯧꯔꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯊꯦꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯄꯁꯦ MLA ꯈꯔ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯒꯤ ꯋꯥ ꯌꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯠꯇ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯂꯨꯔꯥ ꯆꯠꯀꯅꯨꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯄꯦꯄꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ MLA ꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯄꯇꯤ ꯃꯨꯔꯃꯨ ꯂꯥꯛꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯂꯥꯟꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯑꯆꯨꯝꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯂꯦꯞꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ उटकनी है लापदी मणिपुर चौथोपम थोई तब खतबू चटखत्कान इंटेलिजेंस मैम वकलप मैम लेरंगनी मधुगी पोत चुम्न पुबीरकान मणिपुर की फिवम से लेहौवी तौहौवी अखोई करी खनब याबगे हाइबदो नोई मिनिस्टर मैम खनबगी ऑर्डर अमखक्ति माथोप ngami aduna madubawdi thohanjaniंगी
Lok Sabha MP Dr. Bimola Koizam addressed the House on the occasion of Nupilan Day today. Speaking on the 10th day of the Parliament's ongoing winter session, Dr. Bimol highlighted the significance of the historic women's movements of 1904 and 1939 when Manipuri women rose against British injustices, including the artificial famine of 1939. He paid tribute to the brave women who led both uprisings and honored their courage and sacrifice. Dr. Bimol expressed hope that the legacy of these women warriors will continue to inspire future generations.
This is the commemoration of what we call in Manipuri Nupilan, which was a women's resistance against the colonial forces for creating an artificial famine in the state of Manipur in 1939. And this was the second time the women of Manipur stood up against the feudal and colonial system. The first one was in 1904, which is called the First War of Women's in Manipur. And I want to pay my respect to all those women in this country and the rest of the world who have resisted against the colonial feudal system. Ima singi mapangandu machada pinabibo isunu.
All Manipur Nupi Marup President Sorojini, patron member Maibam Kadambini, intellectuals, women vendors of Lamlong Market, members and representatives of various women's civil bodies attended the event. They paid floral tribute to brave women who laid down their lives in the historic Nupilan uprising. Speakers at the event lauded the noteworthy roles played by women in crucial movements in the history of Manipur. They also deliberated on the tasks and duties of women folk amid the prevailing crisis.
Hujik sahi ni makai suraba plan sida prasasing sahi ni alitan ware mioi lising hu gimaya da koi IDP oina leire yum lising mga taru mai ga thagi dana lebam leita dana asuki matik lebak sin ware adu thoi balan si kari dei thoi no ha ware sin ku biro ha dana praja section punam na laudana lakpada kanatana wa tabi da badana hujik leire central government amadi hujik leire ba manipur government da hujik leire si assembly si animated suspension da thamaga hujik khoi yam sarang na hanba adu ka tha taru ki oiba president si sangtok dana leirpa masi amsu leiba yada bi film lakpa asina de khoi aroiba upai si manipur crisis solution bi.
The 86th Nupilan was also jointly observed by AJMP, GIMPAL, WASED, JIMWAK, WWOK, IKAL, AMWOVA, AMKIL and SWA in Jiribam district today at JMC Auditorium Hall, Jiribam, Babupara. Speaking on the occasion, social activist Buddha Chandra remarked that despite enforcing inner line permit system to check the entry of outsiders illegally into the state, if the indigenous people do not commit to the cause of safeguard its one-on people and community, stopping the entry of outsiders will never be efficient. He also called upon the indigenous people, stressing that the time has come for all members of indigenous communities, not only the enforcing agencies including police, to check and verify if an outsider coming into the state possesses valid documents, particularly ILP. Speakers of the observance praised and recounted the significant roles played by women of the state in various social and political issues, emphasizing the courage and bravery of the women leaders who laid down their lives in the historic Nupilan uprising. Members and representatives of the CSOs and women's civil organizations graced today's observance.
Aku kilometer kuntai itu memang turun di sini lebih leh. Masih sakit bawa metup sini se kanan se tu. Aduh ILP yang lu buat mana? Aduh masih dapat perjalanan pada pullaga jum dah. Aku ni sana knowledge leh kan. Lain terkait dia pergi dah ILP dah transaction babi deh. पुलिस ने ngam roi bisi men ana isa isa na maroi na office da adha office da lam leiba lai khalo akoi ije se lam leiba ja bi ra ja da mira jengum changye nata dana lam do eri mina lam leiba da video khara ga di ai bi sona be kana de asiku ma thamoi seng mina mam changi disi office leiba akoi staff sing thamoi seng mina ba.
Uripok Nupi Apunbalup also commemorated 86th Nupilan Day at Naurimthong Ipathokok Shrine. Marking the 9th observance of the day by Uripok Nupi Apunbalup, a memorial run for women was held from Kangla to Naurimthong. Purvanchal Hills and Monogram, Imphal East also organized Nupilan Memorial Run today. Girls and boys in Mongzam village participated in the run. All Assam Manipuri Maira Paibi Apunbalup also commemorated Nupilan at Gandhi Vawan, Silchar in Assam. AMMPAL President Benny Mishra hoisted the group's flag on the occasion. Barak Valley Development Minister, Government of Assam, Kaushik Rai, Udharbon MLA Mihir Kanti Shom, Manipuri Development Council Assam Chairperson Reena Singha, Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Assam President Dr. Farid Sabam Birmani and several others attended the observance. Patriotic Writers Forum PAWF Manipur, Manipuri Women Literary and Cultural Organization Assam Hosai and Thambal Rising Club and Library Hosai Govindapur jointly observed Nupilan Day at the club ground. Attendees paid homage to Nupilan warriors during the observance. Civil society organizations under the banner of Progressive People's Alliance Manipur have written to UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres urging the United Nations to press India to withdraw its reservations on Article 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, ICESCR, which guarantees the right to self-determination. The group said India's reservation has undermined international scrutiny and denied meaningful remedies for long-standing grievances in Manipur, including issues related to the 1949 merger agreement and the ongoing human rights crisis that escalated after May 3, 2023 violence. They highlighted continuing displacement, alleged rights violations, and lack of humanitarian access, affecting over 60,000 internally displaced persons. The appeal urged the UN to call upon India to withdraw its reservations, ensure conformity with international human rights standards, and facilitate greater engagement by UN Special Rapporteurs, treaty bodies, and the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights in assessing Manipur's situation. After attending the Nupilan Memorial Observance in Imphal, President Draupadi Murmu visited Senapati district today and inaugurated 6 major development projects while laying foundation stones for 5 others, reinforcing the centre's push for inclusive growth in Manipur's hill regions. Among the inaugurated projects were a 25 crore rupees worth model residential school, 2 upgraded primary health centers costing 10 crore rupees and 2 Bali bridges built at 11 crore rupees. The newly launched and foundation-laid projects cover key sectors including education, healthcare, policing, public safety, tribal welfare and community infrastructure. After arriving at Senapati district headquarters, the president met internally displaced persons, IDPs in relief camps, and interacted with leaders of the Maram tribe, Manipur's only particularly vulnerable tribal group. A short film on the Maram community and the PM-JAN MAN initiatives in the district was also screened at the function. Addressing the gathering at the multipurpose hall, President Murmu said, PM-JAN MAN is driving transformative change for tribal communities, especially PVTGs, through improved healthcare, education, housing, livelihood support, and skill development. She emphasized that dignity, security, and growth opportunities for Manipur's tribal population remain national priorities. Highlighting recent investments in road connectivity, drinking water, electricity and livelihood programs such as SHGs, skill training and Bandhan. She said these initiatives are helping uplift communities while preserving their identities. Calling diversity Manipur's greatest strength, the President urged all communities to continue supporting peace, reconciliation and mutual understanding. She reaffirmed the centre's commitment to a peaceful and prosperous Manipur and extended her best wishes to the people of the state. Kuki MLAs were conspicuously absent from the reception event for President Murmu in Senapati today, even as the President met Kuki IDPs brought to Senapati by Kangpokpi DC. Major Kuki CSOs, including Kuki Inpi, Sadar Hills and Kotu, had earlier condemned the President's visit for overlooking Kuki Zoo areas and the larger plight of thousands of displaced people. They stated that while she met some Kuki IDPs in Senapati, her itinerary excluded severely affected districts like Kangpokpi and Churachandpur. President Draupadi Murmu arrived in Manipur on December 11 for a two-day visit and left the state today.
The Government of India is working closely with local leaders, civil society and communities to ensure that development in the Manipur is inclusive and sustainable. The Government of India is committed to ensure that development reaches every corner of the country. The government is giving special attention to the development of remote tribal regions. In recent years, the hill districts of Manipur have benefited from focused investments in areas such as road and bridge connectivity, including national highways and rural roads, healthcare, education, drinking water and electricity supply.
On the other hand, President Draupadi Murmu's two-day visit to Manipur has sparked fresh distress among Kuki internally displaced persons who say they were completely shut out of all official events despite being among the worst affected since the ethnic violence of May 2023. While the President met Valley-based IDPs in Imphal and some Kuki IDPs in Senapati headquarters, displaced families in Kangpokpi and other hill districts said they were not given any opportunity to submit their memorandum or convey their grievances. Daina Haukip, spokesperson of the Kangpokpi District Internally Displaced Persons Welfare Committee, said the IDPs did not boycott the visit but condemn it because they were left unattended, calling the experience deeply painful. The committee listed several unmet demands, including raising the daily relief allowance, restoring disrupted DBT payments, providing uniform financial assistance, compensating partially damaged houses, and ensuring educational and medical support. They also urged the government to expedite registrations of all displaced families and strengthen security for those unable to return home. A detailed memorandum seeking police outpost, higher PMAY housing ad, permanent rehabilitation for valley displaced families and year-long food support was prepared, but IDPs claim no route or channel was provided to submit it. The committee warned of hesitation from December 19 if their grievances remain unaddressed.
Why some of them are getting and some of them they are not getting even. And some of the displaced people are cutting off from the DBT again. This is very unfortunate. We should be treated equally. This is what we are requesting to the authorities. 1,000 assistant has been 5 times DC Kangpokpi, but the distribution also unequal again. Some IDPs have received only 3 times, while others haven't received it at all. Why the authority is not looking after this matter? Why we have to suffer again and again? And then another 25,000 assistance is also given for burned houses, leaving those damaged houses without any support.
Several villages on the Samphung block in Kamjong district continue to remain without electricity, contradicting Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 2018 claim that Laisang village in Kangpokpi was the last village to be electrified in India. During an exclusive visit to Chatrik Kulen and Chatrik Kuno, villagers told Impact News that apart from the solar panels provided by Manireda in 1999, they have never had household electricity. Chatrik, a village with over a century of history, still cannot use basic electrical appliances such as televisions or washing machines. Villagers highlighted the hardships they face due to the lack of electricity, especially when applying for government schemes. They shared that they must travel to Ukhrul or Imphal, spending large sums just to take photocopies of documents that cost only 1 rupee. In some cases, villagers failed to apply altogether due to transportation issues and the inability to procure required photocopies. They urged the government and relevant authorities to ensure that electricity reaches their villages at the earliest.
Government is a area kunito, kilometer kunito, additional unicumuna conva, Colibo kunishida, electric power latte.
A quid India ki citizen natra habadu hainun. India ki citizen or revadi may pangba yaren.
Jatukunone, Jatukulani, Jankunone. Aduga Makotne, Molene, Gampalne, Kashongni, Jamoni, Hamagopone, Shigi range, border range, Pura Panga. Government facilities Panga for APMGs were Haro, Energies Haro, other update Haro, Amama. Which is Shikuma, I mean the other Chalaka, Xerox Tony, Semitone, Passpone, Adani, Pankatni, Adukuma, Xerox Tomachaka. Ilala Nashida, Lubama.
Jilyangrong United Committee Manipur Valley has submitted a memorandum to President Draupadi Murmu through Governor urging her intervention to ease the economic hardships faced by tribal communities living in valley areas of Manipur. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on wildfire outbreak in western Juko Valley. So keep watching Impact News.
Sangai tutorial Kwakatil ki class 10 ki revision course lakliba December taramanga ki class hausaragani. Class 9 amasung 10 ki foundation course kina lakliba January manga ki class hausaragani. Akupa marol ki damal Sangai tutorial natraga Sangai hostel Kwakatil ningthem kolda lakpiduna akupa marol tanabiu.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Juko Valley, a popular tourist destination known for its breathtaking landscapes and rare seasonal flowers, is under threat as a wildfire rapidly spread through its western region today. Officials confirmed that Nagaland Fire Department and Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority have already dispatched response teams to the area. A district-level monitoring panel is also being set up immediately to oversee the situation. Kohima Deputy Commissioner has ordered urgent action, constituting a special response team for immediate reconnaissance and rescue operations. The team includes the SDPO North, District Commandant of Home Guards, Range Forest Officer, DDMA Kohima Nodal Officer, Fire and Emergency Services personnel, and representatives from WAYO. They have been directed to rush to the site, assess the ground situation, and mobilize all available resources to stop the fire from spreading further. Wangkai MLA Thangzam Arun Kumar handed over 2 lesser whistling ducks, locally known as Tingi, to People for Animals PFA Manipur after the rare birds were found at his quarter in Lamphel. PFA team visited the MLA's quarter, examined the ducks for injuries and later released them safely at Lamphel Part. MLA Arun Kumar highlights the importance of wildlife protections and urges collective efforts to conserve the state's fauna.
Nganu makhala ma hai tare koi meteronda di tingi hai khangna basik se pani laiba jaga sida pasalak pani dongang singna phajala thamam madagi thadokpada amu atuba mina pharaga no to bigetra haina wildlife ko kanna gi pandam da people for animal da nganu ani si kusina jabani punamana sigumba yam tangna phangba jiba sing asi kallaga thambiba makhoi gi su hingbagi right pibiba masi am tangai phade aduna sigumba mama Technobir Pomayamda, Yam the Sina Pilto Jebadi, Koi Fazana, Sigum in Biriba, the Gumba organization, People for Animal Gumba, Tongan Belaiba, Sanstansing, Mapam Chana, Matam Chana, Sinaviu.
Preparations are nearing completions for the 18th State Level Orange Festival, scheduled from December 17 to 19 at Mini Stadium, Tamenglong. The venue will accommodate over 4,000 visitors with 200 general stalls and 308 orange stalls. More than 300 growers will compete in the orange competition with a 2 lakh rupees top prize. The festival will also feature Orange Queen contest, Tamenglong's Got Talent, cultural events, concerts, indigenous sports, cave expeditions and water activities. A pre-festival lineup on December 16 includes a fashion show, mini marathon and music performances. Homestays are being arranged and details are available on official festival social media pages. Authorities said security, traffic and infrastructure arrangements are in place and expect this year's festival to see strong turnout and vibrant community participation. Inspector General of Assam Rifles Manipur Major General Ravrup Singh today flagged off 22 students from Sangsak and Ukhrul for 12-day National Integration Tour under Operation Sadbhavna to Kolkata. Senior Assam Rifles officials, personal and civil dignitaries were present at the flagging off ceremony held at IGAR South Helipad and Mantripukri. The tour aims to give students exposure to India's strict cultural diversity, historical landmarks and national institutions.
If we choose too young a lot of people, then we probably will not be able to gain much, or they will not be able to appreciate what all things are there. And if you are too senior life in service or in colleges or in beyond, you've already grown to a certain level where new things will be difficult. So you are the right age, school leaving children from 10th to 12th, your entire professional life is ahead of you to explore new things and probably go and do something different for yourself. So this is just for our effort to gain, for you to be gaining these type of experiences. And when you come back, make sure that those friends of yours who were not as lucky to be part of this group also learn from your experiences and they gain from you.
Dr. Sanasam Ranbir of Uripok Haubam Dewan Laikai Imphal has become the first Manipuri medical officer to be appointed as Inspector General Medical in the Central Armed Police Forces CAPF Ministry of Home Affairs. He has been serving in the medical wing of a CAPF, attending the medical needs of paramilitary personnel for many years. World Diabetes Day was observed today at District Hospital Jiribam Ningsingkhul under the theme Diabetes and Wellbeing, Diabetes and Workplace. The program was jointly organized by NP, NCD Jiribam and the District Health Society. Jiribam Chief Medical Officer Dr. Vinay Prasad Sahu, DMS Dr. Yunus Ali and retired SP Moirangthem Mubi attended the event as dignitaries. Speaking on the occasion, CMO Dr. Sahu said diabetes affects people of all ages and stressed the need for greater public awareness of the disease. He also informed that District Hospital Jiribam will soon have a gynecologist and a radiologist to improve healthcare services for the public. Lok Jan Shakti Party Ram Vilas has appointed Khoirom Dipu as the new state president of LJP Manipur unit. The appointment was made as per the direction of National President Chirag Paswan and formally unannounced through a letter issued by Abdul Khalik, National Secretary General. In the official communication, the party expressed confidence that Dipu's leadership will strengthen its base and expand its reach across the state. Khoirom Dipu hails from Old Chekon Bazaar, Imphal East. Universal Friendship Organization Secretary General Y. Miraba Angom stressed that UFO is on a mission to revive Meitei Thangta and vital elements of tradition among youth to bring progress and discipline. He made the remark at the 20th Raising Day of Meitei Huyen Lanlong Sintam Sanglen Sajjal Academy UFO Thangmaiban branch Thangmaiban Cherauching held today. Attendees paid floral tribute to the late founder of UFO R.K. Manishana. Afterwards, Naharo Laishemba Club NLC President Laishram Chandra Kumar hoisted the Ibudho Pakangba Malem Pafal, where members of UFO paid their respect. Now the sports news. Manipur archer Okram Naubi Chanu claimed a gold medal in the individual Olympic round and a bronze in the individual Indian round 50 meters at the 3rd NTPC Senior Indian Round National Archery Championship. The championship being organized by Archery Association of India at Begumpet Public School, Hyderabad, began on December 10 and will continue with the 45th Senior Recurve and 21st Senior Compound rounds till December 18. Elite men's and women's national boxing championships have been rescheduled to January 4 to 10, 2026 due to pollution control measures mandated by the government. The event, originally slated for December 31 to January 6 at Gautam Buddha University in Greater Noida, will now take place at the same venue on the revised dates. Boxing Federation of India announced the change following government guidelines in force until December 31, 2025. Earlier, the Supreme Court had directed the Commission for Air Quality Management to consider postponing open-air sports events in Delhi NCR due to high pollution levels, advising educational institutions and sports bodies to comply. Winter tennis tournament commenced today at the IDTA Tennis Court, Lamphel. The Winter Tennis Tournament is being organized by Imphal District Tennis Association and Association for Senior Tennis Players of Manipur. Tennis players are competing in the tournament in different categories including Men's Open, 35+, 40+, 45+, 50+, 55+, and 60. In the matches of the opening day, Men's Open Singles, Rivaskar defeated Azad 0.64 and 6-0 in the second match, but Meshwar defeated Nongin Sana 0.62 and 6-2. In the 45+ men's, M. Pradeep defeated Amarjit 0.62 and 6-3. In the 50+ men's, Tuleshwar defeated Aldrin 0.60 and 6-1. And in the second match, Kumarjit defeated Prakash 0.61, 3-6 and 10-8. In the 60 men's double, partnership of Ram Kumar and Indra defeated partnership of Ranjit and Laisem Sana 0.74. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur observes 86th Manipur Nupilan Day with solemnity and respect, honoring the courage and sacrifice of Manipuri women who led the historic Nupilan movement. President Draupadi Murmu leads tribute to women warriors. Former Chief Minister Nongthomam Birain says exec agenda behind BJP High Command summons to Manipur BJP MLAs for a meeting in New Delhi unclear, but discussions on forming popular government likely. CSOs under the banner of Progressive People's Alliance Manipur urge United Nations to press India to withdraw its reservations on Article 1 of ICCPR and ICESCR, which guarantees right to self-determination. President Draupadi Murmu inaugurates 6 major development projects and lays foundation stone for 5 others in Senapati district. Kuki MLAs conspicuously absent from reception event in Senapati, even as President met Kuki IDPs. Several villages under Sampung block in Kamjong district remain without electricity, contradicting Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 2018 claim that Laisang village in Kangpopi was the last village to be electrified in India. And Manipur archer Okram Naubichanu claims gold medal in individual Olympic round and bronze in individual Indian round 15 meters at ongoing 3rd NTPC Senior Indian Round National Archery Championship. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next, Prime Time Manipur Bulletin. So have a great evening and stay safe.
Mau ama mangkri, aigi loina bi